We had a 6.4 magnitude earthquake in California on Thursday. Friday was a 7.1, so I think right now we just need to collect as much data as we possibly can. I'm Matthew Cooke, here with April Bowlby.
We're going to give you all the information you need for basic earthquake preparedness.
There have been 22 major California earthquakes since 1932.
Oh, is Burning Man happening again? Look at that.
Seismologists predict there could be 2 or more earthquakes happening the next week.
So it's just smart to have emergency supplies on hand.
In the trunk of your car, your garage, at work, etc. The CDC recommends that at bare minimum, you have a first aid kit and food and water supplies to last you at least 3 days. For water, you're going to want to have 1 gallon per person per day.
Instead of getting plastic water bottles, you can buy water containers that are 7 or 5 gallons, and then you just replace the water every couple of months.
For food, the military calls them MREs, meals ready to eat. Once you've got those basic items down, it might be nice to have a few more things packed away for safety and comfort.
Do we need thermal underwear?
No.
I do.
So where do you get all this stuff?
Just Google Army surplus store near me. Earthquake preparedness.
You all right?
Now be warned, it's really easy for your shopping list to get wildly out of control.
We're not trying to colonize Mars. This is the simple, we're gonna pare it down.
This is our first aid kit. We've got hydrogen peroxide,
Bandage,
eye drops,
adhesive tape,
scissors,
tweezers,
gauze
lip
pad,
balm,
antibiotic,
painkiller,
anti-diarrheal,
hygiene,
handy wipes,
Band-Aids,
splint making material,
bug repellent,
and sunscreen. And all that fits in this little bag you can get at the Army surplus store. Okay, so what else are we going to need? Besides the basics of water and food, you're going to want to have a portable radio. I like to keep the radio and the batteries in separate plastic bags.
Homer this weekend.
And then all the stuff you'd want on a camping trip. Flashlight, Swiss Army knife.
With all the different accoutrements.
Once you're all done, everything should fit into 1 or 2 portable bags.
The water's going to be separate from that, however, especially if you have something like I have, which is about 10 to 14 gallons.
Before you pack everything up, go through your items, make sure that everything works.
Headed back to the Army surplus store because those 2 5-gallon cans of water were leaking. Now the shopping can be pretty fun.
I choose beige. No, this is a lot of rope.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a mistake.
Oops, we got too much rope. But if you're like me and prefer to not leave the house, I've conveniently listed all these items. You can order them off my page on Amazon. The link is in the description.
We've made a lot of jokes, but this is actually quite serious.
Scientists are able to dig down into the soil and see about 1,200 years into the past, and they can tell that about every 100 years, a major earthquake happens. And the last major earthquake was 160 years ago, so we're 60 years overdue for a major earthquake. You look great.
Thank you. This is really serious.